Hello, so in this lecture we will be seeing Elastic Beanstalk. So Elastic Beanstalk is a developer-centric view of deploying an application on AWS. What we used to do earlier, we had to make several integrations with the services, but Elastic Beanstalk allows us to do all the integrations at one place only. We can deploy our application on AWS using Elastic Beanstalk. It uses all the components we have seen previously, like ASG autoscaling groups, ELB elastic load balancers, Elastic Compute Cloud, EC2 and RDS. Okay, and we still have full control over configuration, but all the management will be done by AWS, or we can say Elastic Beanstalk. Beanstalk is a free of cost, but what we pay is the underlying instances and the instances that we are using. It is a managed service. It does capacity provisioning, load balancing, auto scaling on its own. Only the app code is the responsibility of the developer, and the application, like collection of Beanstalk components, it serves all the components like env, environment, version control, configuration management. All the things are done here. Application versioning, like it is an iteration of your application code. Whatever the application you are having, you write it and you just iterate it with some updation and correction. So that is actually supported by EBS or Elastic Beanstalk. Environment, you can make environments here, collection of AWS resources running an application version. Only one application version at a time can be done on Elastic Beanstalk, and also it has multiple tiers like web server environment tier and worker environment tier. I'll show you the example in the next slide. We can create many environments here like dev, test, prod, all the types of instances, environments. This is one thing. Suppose you have created an application, then this is your upload version, you have launched it, and then you can manage it. If you are updating any of the version, then version control will be done. That updated version will be just uploaded here, and then it goes in a cycle, and then it will deploy your new version through here. Okay, so this is an arrow that is done. Also it has some supported platforms, like it supports Go, Java SE, Java with Tomcat, .NET, Node.JS, PHP, Python, Ruby, Packer Builder, single container Docker, multi-container Docker, and pre-configured Docker. So all these are supported platforms for Elastic Beanstalk, and these are two deployment modes. Suppose this one is very much like significant for deployment, single instance, which is great for development, and this is only like one instance. This is your RDS master, and this is your Elastic IP. Okay, so Elastic IP, like you are stick to one IP address, and this is your instance. You can develop on single instance, but with load balancer, which is actually for prod environment, that gives you high availability by giving you multiple instances, and ALB and ASG are included here. So ASG will scale your instances according to the need, and ALB will balance the node. So this is great for prod type. Okay, so let's quickly create an Elastic Beanstalk. Create application, click on create application here, and then after clicking set up an environment, there will be your application name, my application. Okay, set that my app, remove that env, replace that with dev, and then scroll down, and then you don't need to set up any domain here. Keep the settings default. Now select a platform. I'll be selecting Python here, so that sample application will be made in the language Python only. Okay, and you know that nowadays launch configurations are not like supported, so you have to work with launch templates. Go with the presets, click next, then a new page appear, which is step 2, and in this step 2 you have to just skip this part, click on next, don't set up anything. Okay, everything is already there, and AWS will do it for you. What you have to do, you just have to make an IAM role. Okay, create a new IAM role. For this I have already made one, and you have to create another. So create an IAM role and give some basic permissions like Elastic Beanstalk, web tier, worker tier, all these two, and then multi-docker permission. These 3 permissions you will have to give. So I'll be searching this here. Let us look this service role. Okay, let us look this service role, and in this service role you will be having 3 permissions, I guess. No, this is 2 only. Let's move to the next one. Let's see which other role supports. Okay, so this EC2 role is there. If you want to make a new role, you can make a new role. Just select a new role and then select EC2 from there, and then make these roles. Okay, and after doing this, creating a role, your role will be added here. Refresh this, and then your role will be added into the instance profile only. Okay, next is set up VPC. You don't have to set anything. Okay, just skip this part, skip, click next, and we'll go with the default settings only. And in this part, okay, you have to select root volume type as SSD GP3, general purpose 3 SSD. Monitoring interval, keep it 1 minute, and all the settings will be now default. Okay, and we are doing this because nowadays auto scaling groups aren't like supporting launch configurations, so that is why it will give you error if you skip all these steps. So you have to make changes in this step, and you have to add an IAM role that we used to do it before. So nowadays this is the thing that Amazon has updated. So click next after selecting all the things that is shown. Click next, then go further. Okay, click next. We'll go with the default settings only, and now you will get a preview page, which is, let us review the environment, all the things, and everything is okay. So we'll just submit, and then our new environment will be created. So this is our new environment, and inside this you will be having your application. Okay, and now to see what all the steps going on, what are the steps which are going on into this environment, let us see this application first. Okay, so this is my application is here. Health is pending, health check is pending now. Application is my app. Okay, platform is Python. Let us now search for CloudFormation. Just wait, CloudFormation. Yep. So let us select this, open this into a new tab, and this CloudFormation, there will be stack, and that stack will show you how the steps are running. Okay, so let's wait. Okay, so this is your stack. This is creation is in progress, and you will get to see the status of every steps that are running behind the Elastic Beanstalk. Whatever the steps that are going on, and all those steps will be shown in that resources. What all resources that Elastic Beanstalk has created, all those things will be shown here. You can see, you can check security group, auto scaling group. Okay, and let us see one more thing. Let us go for EC2. Okay, let us search EC2. Okay, so let us open that now, and this EC2 instance, yep, just wait, let it be open, and you will see that you will have one instance running. That instance is made by your Elastic Beanstalk, because that instance would be keeping all the information, and inside that our Python code is running, that sample application code, and see, this is my t3.micro instance type. You can select t2.micro also. So yep, this is my running instance. You can check, these are permission policies, these are stack. Now I'll go for my application. I'll open this application and check whether it is created or not. If you have followed the steps, your application must have been created. So let us check, let's click, and domain. Okay, yep. So yep, congratulations, my sample application has been hosted properly and it has been created. So this is what I wanted to show you, that this is what happens when you create a sample application in Elastic Beanstalk, and this is how you can work in Elastic Beanstalk. After creating, you make sure you terminate this. So thank you, health is okay, and let's meet in our next lecture. Thank you.